So what if compassion wasn't just a feeling? What if it was a force? A force so powerful it could create entire worlds. We're about to dive into an ancient Buddhist text, the Sutra of Great Compassion, that tells this epic story. I mean, we're talking kings, princes, and vows that literally shaped reality itself.
And what's inside is this grand cosmic narrative. It's the origin story for some of the most important figures in Mahāyāna Buddhism. It doesn't just explain who they are, but how their immense compassion and their powerful vows actually forged new universes. The whole thing starts out on Vulture Peak, where the historical Buddha is teaching. But then something really strange happens. You've got this huge assembly of enlightened beings, gods and bodhisattvas, these incredible figures who postpone their own final enlightenment just to help save everyone else. And they suddenly stand up, turn away from the Buddha, who's right there in front of them, and start bowing to some distant point in the sky. It's a huge mystery. I mean, who could possibly command more reverence than the Buddha himself? Well, the Buddha explains what's going on. They aren't disrespecting him at all. They're paying homage to another Buddha, one who just achieved enlightenment in a faraway universe. And this universe is what's known as a pure land, a perfect realm created from a Buddha's vow. It's designed to be this ideal refuge for beings to achieve enlightenment, a world they call the Lotus World. And this place sounds absolutely incredible. The sutra describes it in such vivid detail. The ground isn't dirt, it's made of soft, shimmering lapis lazuli. The trees, they're made of jewels, and when the wind blows through them, they play heavenly music. There's no sun or moon, because the entire world is lit up by the light of Buddhas. And get this, beings aren't born the way we are. They just appear, fully grown, from the hearts of lotuses. And they don't eat food. They're nourished by the pure joy of meditation. This contrast is so important to the story. The sutra calls our world the world of 5 turbidities, basically a place defined by suffering, delusion, and decay. The lotus world is its perfect opposite. And this isn't just some fantasy. It's the motivation for the whole story. To really get why someone would go to such incredible lengths to create a perfect world, you first have to understand the imperfections of our own.
So, the Buddha starts to tell the story. He takes his disciples way back in time, eons and eons ago, to a whole different cosmic age, to explain how this perfect lotus world came to be. And it all starts with a righteous king and his family.
And look, this wasn't just a casual quest. The scale of their devotion is almost impossible to wrap your head around. King Animisha in his court made offerings to the Buddha of their era for 3 solid months. Then, his 1,000 sons each did the same, one after the other, which adds up to 250 years of offerings. And after all that, the entire family goes into meditation for 7 more years just to forge the vows that would define their destiny. So here's the crucial part. What they wished for. After all that preparation, King Animisha makes his vow. He didn't ask for personal power or riches. No, he vowed to use the power of his intention to forge a perfect universe, a sanctuary free from all the suffering he saw in his own world, a refuge for anyone who wished to be born there. Now the king's 1,000 sons, they all followed his lead and made their own vows. But the Buddha in the story draws special attention to the first 2 princes. Their vows were different, and together they formed this perfect partnership that would define the fate of this new world. You see, the 2 princes kind of represent 2 sides of enlightenment. The first one, unwinking, he makes this vow of radical, active compassion. He basically says, I will not rest until every single suffering being who calls out to me is saved. It's immediate, it's universal. But then the second prince, Nemo, he makes a vow of strength and wisdom. He vows to support his father and his brother, becoming the next Buddha and their new world, to make sure its legacy continues. So you have the outreach of compassion and then the foundation of power that sustains it. It's a perfect balance. At this point in the sutra, you can imagine everyone listening is just on the edge of their seat. The Buddha has told this epic tale that spans eons. But who are these people? Who did this incredibly devoted royal family become in our time? The king, the one who made that incredible vow to create the perfect lotus world, he became Amitabha Buddha, the Buddha of infinite light. He's one of the most beloved Buddhas in all of East Asian Buddhism, the lord of that very same Pure Land. And the first prince, unwinking, the one whose compassion was so immense he refused enlightenment until every being was free from suffering,
Well, he became Avalokiteshvara, the bodhisattva of great compassion, known all across Asia as Guanyin or Canon.
And the second prince, Nemo, the one who vowed to provide the strength and the wisdom to uphold his family's new world, he became the bodhisattva Mahāyāna. His name literally means arrival of great strength. He embodies the power of wisdom, and he stands right at Amitabha's side, completing this incredible divine trio.
So what does this all mean? The Sutra of Great Compassion isn't just some ancient myth. It's a total reframing of a core concept. It suggests that compassion isn't just a passive emotion, a simple feeling of pity.
It's an active, creative, cosmic force. It's a power so profound that when you forge it into a vow and you back it with immense dedication, it has the ability to literally reshape reality and create new, better worlds.
That is a staggering idea, right? It takes the responsibility for creating a better world out of the hands of some distant gods and places it right into the potential of a single compassionate intention, which leaves us with a final thought. If your compassion could build a world, what kind of world would you promise to create?